Hello and welcome to Sonyabeonit channel. Today we're getting ready to grill for the summertime. This is my thing. I love to grill. I'm going to show you how to renew your grill without having to go out to purchase a new grill. There are a couple of things that you're going to need. I'm going to show you a technique of grilling. That way you won't have to ever worry about lining your grill, putting the charcoal cloud on the grill. It's going to cook your meat precisely if you follow these simple steps. And this way you don't have to go out and buy another grill. I was in Home Depot the other day. Starting price of a grill is like $2.99, a fairly good one. This one I've had for 9 years. I'm going to renew it. When you see this, you're not going to believe it. It's going to look brand new. There are a few items that you're going to need, whether it's one this size or smaller size. It does not matter. I'm going to show you how to renew your grill where it's going to look brand new and people are going to think you got a brand new grill without spending probably no more than about $20. Let's get started. Okay, this is a charbroil grill that I purchased 9 years ago. As you can see, the leverage or the handle or the rack that you stack your pots on, it has given way. It's time to replace that. You have some chipping of the paint in different areas. The handle is loose. On the little smoker on the end, it's actually have lost the entire handle. There's some things I'm going to show you that I purchased. I'm not going to be intimidated by this task. I'm going to redo this grill myself, and that's what I want you to do, is to get in the habit of not being intimidated by projects, because you can do these things yourself and save a lot of money. We're going to go ahead and open the inside of this. Okay, as you can see on the inside, it's not looking too good right now. Now, I discovered or had this epiphany about doing this a couple years ago, but it's a little bit too late, because as you can see at the bottom of my grill, I have a lot of stuff going on, but when it's time to cook, I'm a very clean person. So I have to take these out, take the racks out. We're going to take this out. I'm going to show you some items that you're going to need to keep your grill clean. And it's only going to cost $2 for the spray that you need to actually clean the inside. Here's a few things that I'm going to need to redo my grill. As we talked about the board or the plank that goes in front of the grill, I went to my local hardware store. This is really a step for a house of some sort, but I had them cut it down to size. That's going to be my front board for my grill. I had some extra wood left over, so for my my smoker or my small grill on the side, I'm gonna go out and get a bracket and attach this to the lower level of my grill. As you can see, my handle was really messed up. I'm gonna take that old handle off and I'm gonna replace it with this handle. For the lining of my grill, I want you to go to the dollar store. I want you to pick up some pans just like this. Whatever size grill you may have, say for instance you had a square grill, I want you to pick up the longer pan to accommodate that one grill. But for me, I have like a drum or a barrel type grill, so I'm going to need two in the main part of my grill to sit side by side, because what's going to take place is once I'm ready to cook, only thing I have to do is put a few charcoals in here, a few in the other. If I'm only cooking, say for instance chicken, I don't have to use both pans because they're going to sit side by side. I just put enough to line this section to cook whatever I'm cooking in my grill. Right now, if you have a backyard or you may live in an apartment, I live in a house, go to Home Depot. This kit for your backyard, front yard, or your porch, this is a must-have right here. This will keep the bugs away. I use it every year. Very good. You attach this to your water hose and you just spray your grass. You're going to spray your patio with it. You're going to spray your front porch. It really helps for the summertime. And this is like a value pack that you're getting for $10. You're going to get the backyard bug control. You're going to get the backyard fogger. And this is like an outdoor fogger. And this is for the family. This is an insect repellent. And also to get our grill going for the summer, because I like to cook all year round outside. I will be outside in the wintertime while it's snowing, cooking barbecue or whatever I want to cook. Went by Walmart yesterday. I got this King's Heart value size. You get two 15-pound bags of charcoal. for $5.48 for these 2 bags. You cannot beat that. You know I bought 2. So that would pretty much last me for the entire summer. Don't be intimidated because this does not have lighter fluid. Go and buy lighter fluid. You can do this. You don't have to buy the match light. Get the kind that you put the lighter fluid on it. I'm going to show you how to do that, and you're going to be grilling for the summer, the fall, winter. You're going to want to grill all the time. So right now, this is the project that we're working on today. So I'm going to show you, oh, this too, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. With my grill, that is what I'm going to renew it with. This is like a high heat, and that is for your grill. I have used this once before. This works pretty good. It has like a rust repellent already inside, or like a primer. So when you spray it, it's going to prime it plus paint it at the same time. I bought this from Walmart for $4.48. You can get it from Home Depot. It's like $7. Why pay $7 when you can pay $4? Now for the cleaning part, as we talked about, that's what I'm going to use. This is an all-purpose cleaner. If you have any rust going on before you paint, you're either going to use a paint scraper if you have one. If you don't go out and buy one. Go to your go in your kitchen and just get a butter knife and just scrape off the excessive paint that's chipping off first before you even think about painting. For my board, I'm going to use my drill bit and drill those holes and use the screwdriver to attach this plank to my platform on my grill. And you're going to need some type of brush to clean too. Anything you may have. This is a brush that I use all the time. But I'm going to show you how easy it is to grill outside and enjoy it. So first things first, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to show you how to start cleaning your grill. Okay, we're going to pretend like this is one of the pans that I have, and it has full of charcoal ash inside of it. Once you completely finish cooking your meal, once it's cooled down and it looks like just the ash is cool to touch, you're going to get a bag of some sort and just pour it in there and put it back in place. But I'm going to throw this away because we're going to renew this grill. So I just wanted to show you a sample of how it should be done. Okay, I'm going to put this to the side for a second. I'm going to reach in here and take all this lining up because it's really old. It's really old. Okay, remember we talked about having a paint scraper or a butter knife of some sort. So we're going to look inside of here, and anything I see that's filling up, I'm going to take my knife and just scrape it. If you don't have enough room on your patio, I would suggest that you take it in the grass. If you have a house, take it in the grass and do what I'm doing. So the next thing we want to do is take the mean green. And when you're doing this, you don't have to look all cute because I'm looking kind of rough. And as I stated, I'm going to let this sit for about 20 minutes so it can begin to work. And then I'm going to scrub some and go to the side of the house and get the water hose. And I'm going to clean it down, let it dry out. And I may paint it today if the sun don't go down too fast on me. I really don't have a whole lot of rust. I have some, but not a whole lot, as I would expect for 9 years of having this grill. So wait till you see it when I finish. And I would advise you, once you clean and paint this, let it sit for probably about 2 days. Give it about 2 days before you cook on it. Let it sit out in the sun and finish doing what it needs to do with the paint wise. But it's really safe to cook on the next day, but I would give it just an extra day or so. Or if you just insist on using it the next day, burn it first. Do like a run. Put some charcoal in here and just let it burn. When you spray and use your brush, it's going to loosen up all the peel and paint as well. You know what? When I created this page to teach people. I wanted people to learn how to do things without spending a lot of money. It's just so important to save money. If If you don't have to spend it, why? I mean, why? Look at all that grease. Okay, I'm gonna go get my water hose and I'm gonna begin to scrub the inside and water it down. I'm gonna rinse it out. I'm about finished rinsing it, washing this out. Make sure when you spray that mean green on this grill, on your grill, make sure you completely wash all that chemical off. So this is probably about my third time going in here, and it took out a lot of the grease. Gotta spray below real good. All the places that I had the loose paint and I actually used the mean green, I'll spray it all around really good. You're gonna have a little bit of a mess to clean after this, but if it's gonna save you $200, it's well worth it. It's well worth it. Okay, now what I'm gonna have to do with this is turn it over in order to dump the water out. If you don't have anyone to help you, see, can a neighbor or someone help you? But I'm gonna turn mine over. This out just one more time. Okay, this is the end of the process of cleaning the grill. You may see some some grease somewhere, but I'm gonna get an old towel or an old t-shirt and dry the rest of it out and let it air dry or let the sun actually dry it out for me, and then I'm gonna come back in a couple of hours and begin the process of painting my grill. I'm gonna show you also how to line that bottom rack. So you're not going to see any of this. I'm going to clean that out with the towel. I'm going to line the bottom rack and we're going to go from there. And I also have to take this off. I'm going to take this off, cut this board up before I begin to paint to make it easier for me. Okay, we're back from allowing the grill to dry fully from being clean. So what I'm going to do right now is take the rack off. I've taken one side off already, and I'm going to take this other side off, so I can apply my new wood that I purchased from my local hardwood store on here, so I can have a more sturdy and new rack to place my pots or whatever I want on my platform. So I have a pair of pliers, position it from the other side, and I'm going to take this bolt loose, and it's going to release the entire platform. I've done one side already. As you can see, I've removed the platform from the front of the grill. That's going to be a project that I'm going to work on after I begin to paint this and allow this to dry. So as you can see, it's completely dry. I'm going to lift it so I can put some type of tarp or old sheet or something up under it so I can begin painting the grill. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start painting the grill. Make sure you wear some type of protective mask so you won't breathe in the fumes from this spray. You want to shake it up really good. And try to do an even flow when you're painting any outside surface such as this grill. So we'll start painting. These are the rusted areas in which I clean. Anything that you see that has rusted, you want to paint that first. Depending on how severe your grill is damaged or it needs repairing, you may have to buy 2 cans. So I think on the safe side, if you have a grill this size, go ahead and purchase 2 of these. So you're looking at probably about $9. But I'm going to go ahead and start on this. I'm going to do all the parts that show where I scraped all the rust or has any rusted spots on it. And then I'm going to go ahead and go back and spray the entire thing. Okay, I painted the entire grill. I really should have bought 2 cans of paint, but it did pretty good with the 1 can. I'm satisfied with it. Now I painted over the charbroil name of the grill. So I'm going to take this metallic silver, and what I did, I had some aluminum foil and I just tore the top of it off and just placed it firmly around it so the paint won't run onto the grill that I painted. I'm going to go around to the other side and gently paint from a distance. You don't want too much on there. That should be enough. And then I'm going to let that dry. But with another coat, it's going to look pretty good. Always start, when you're spraying the grill spray, always start with your base of the grill first. You don't want to spray too much on the inside. Just coat it lightly on the inside, because keep in mind, you're going to be cooking on the inside. You can spray it. It's okay to spray the inside lightly. But remember, we're going to have different racks inside the grill. We're going to have the bottom pan that normally people just put their charcoal, they'll line it with aluminum foil and put their charcoal on top of that lining. Well, we're going to do it differently. We have the 10-4 pans that I bought from the dollar store. We're going to line the pan, the bottom of this rack, this grill, with aluminum foil. Then we're going to place the pans inside, and that's what you're going to actually fill with the charcoals to begin cooking. But I'm going to allow this to dry for a few moments before I remove that. Okay, we have completed the painting process. I only sprayed a little bit on the inside because this is where we're going to do all our cooking. We just want to paint a little of the rustic parts on the inside, just lightly in the top. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and line the bottom of this. As you can see, there's still a little grease at the bottom, but that's fine because we're going to take some aluminum foil. And you're going to line your bottom. If I had torn that long enough, it would have been fine. But that's okay. I'll put another piece. And I'm going to line that side as well. You want to fold it below your boat, because remember, you have to put your bottom rack inside. That's nice and neat. Now we're going to take these racks. That is what came out. It has a little grease on it, but it's okay. We're going to take some aluminum foil. That should be enough. You're going to take your aluminum foil on the shiny part. It really doesn't matter which side. Spread it out and fold it. Just like you're wrapping a present, I guess. If it punches through the end, that's fine. I'm going to take that and place that below. I'm going to grab another one. Let's get some more aluminum foil first. You're not going to need that much aluminum foil when you're covering this tiny part. Fold it. If you do this, you're going to love this. You're going to want to grill all the time because it's an easy cleanup. Very easy cleanup. I'm going to place those close together. I have one last small side of my grill on this end. I'm going to go ahead and line that too right quick. And then I have one last storage rack I need to go ahead and line. This is the last one. Take aluminum foil, evenly fold it on top, and place that back in the bottom. Okay, these are the roasting pans that I bought from the dollar store. 2 came together. I think I paid $2.88 for this. You're going to take these pans, sit one right there on that rack. Take this other pan, sit it on that side. we're gonna go even a step further. I'm gonna take some charcoal so you can see the example of what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna take a few. A little bit more. That's it. Okay, by your charcoal being contained in these full pans, you're not going to get the flare up as much. It's going to cook it evenly and you don't have to use so much charcoal. This is your actual rack you're going to put your meat on. You're going to line that there. I'm going to wash this again. It's not too clean to my liking, so I'm going to clean that again. You're going to take your other rack. You're going to place it in there on top. Uh-oh, 1 second. Okay, I see why. It's leaning some because you remember I had the bar right here. I took it out, so once I put that bar back, it's gonna balance. But doesn't that look nice? And say for instance, I came outside and I didn't want to cook on both sides. I just want to cook some chicken on this side. So I only have to match this side. Instead of putting charcoal all the way across, I could just put charcoal on this one side and cook my meat. Even if you have slabs or ribs that you're gonna put on here, with both going, it's going to evenly cook it. And you don't want to use as much charcoal because when you're cooking outside, you want to slow cook it where it's going to be so tender it's just going to fall off the bone when you pick it up. We're going to cook on here Saturday. Today is the 24th. We're going to cook on here Saturday. I'm going to go a step further. We're going to leave this like this. And ladies, I say so much to ladies because I want ladies to start being independent when it comes to cooking outside and knowing that it doesn't take a whole lot to cook outside or be intimidated. Well, it's just too much to do. No, it's not. Just take your time with it and you're going to enjoy the satisfaction of doing this yourself. Once you line these pans up like this, we're going to take it a step further. I'm going to leave this in here. When I finish cooking with this, it's going to leave ash everywhere. Once it cooled down, we're going to pick that pan up and just discard the ashes, put the pan back, and be ready for the next time we grill. But tonight, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to put any lighter fluid on it. And stop buying the charcoal that already have the lighter fluid on it because that's a waste of money. You can buy one container of that lighter fluid and it'll last you the whole year, really. And just think about it. I'm cooking for 6 people, me and my 5 kids. So that'll last you the whole year. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to seal that up real good. Remember now, I don't have any lighter fluid on this. I'm going to seal that up really good. Put my rack back over here for time being because I'm going to paint this. I'm going to clean that again. It's not clean enough for me. This other, that's a little bit too much charcoal, so I'm going to take some of this out. And on Saturday I'm going to be cooking probably 3 slabs of ribs, but I'm going to show you how to cook it where when you pick it up it's going to fall off the bones. That's enough. For 3 slabs of ribs, these 2 trays are enough. We're going to go ahead and cover that up. We're not going to put the lighter fluid on until we're ready to cook. And right before you start cooking, you're going to come outside. You're going to pour probably about a 1/3 cup of lighter fluid or less on top of your charcoal. Go back inside while you're preparing your meat, cleaning your meat, and cutting all the fat off. Let that simmer, let it marinate. Let the lighter fluid marinate in that charcoal. Then you're going to come back outside. You're going to take a match and light it. Let's go ahead and cover this up. We're going to seal that real tightly where nothing can get inside of it. Okay, so that is it for the inside until we get ready to cook. But we're going to clean this again, and next time you see my grill, I would have attached the front panel. I'm going to go ahead and take the broken pieces off the handle. And I was having a hard time taking it off. I'm going to show you something that you can use for those hard to take off bolts. It's called Blast, I think it's called. We're going to see what it is. No, it's called Blaster. And I got it from the automotive store. But that is basically it. Let's go ahead and take this off. That's my charbroil sign. Okay, over here I did the same procedure. I lined the bottom of the grill itself, the barrel grill, up with aluminum foil. I took the actual rack and lined it with aluminum foil. Now I have to go back to the store and get a tin foil pan to sit on this side. On this side I think I'm gonna smoke some chicken and maybe some hot dogs, just a few hot dogs. But when you're cooking on this side, you probably need no more than 10 charcoals. That's it, because half of your smoke from the other side going to come through, and you're going to smoke cook it as well as cook it with the small amount of charcoals that you're going to use on this side. So there you have it. I'm going to take this up. We're just going to use this for time being like this, but this will be cleaned again before I put any kind of meat on it. So the final step is to repair these, change these out. And I may get another can just to spray the outside just a little bit more. And repair this handle, and there you have it. It's a fairly new grill. It's not a new grill. Okay, this is some screws that I actually bought to replace the handle on the front of the grill. I was going to use a bit drive to drill the hole, but I can't find my kit. But the new screws that I bought is 1/4 inch by 20 by 1.5 inch. So I'm going to replace these older screws with these new screws. So this is what I did. I turned it on, I put it against the grill to measure the holes. I did that. I took this. You can take a hammer, but I took a pair of pliers and just beat it to start the hole. And I twist until I went to the other side. Once I got to the other side, I flipped it over, took the screw, and you know what, I'm gonna use the old washer because I don't have any washers. And I'm gonna attach that right there, take the screwdriver and just turn to it go through. I was gonna use the washer. I don't think I'm gonna use that washer. I don't really need it. Okay, position it there, and this is gonna create your hole even bigger to accommodate the screw. If you decide to replace it with new screws, fine. If you use your old screws, that's fine as well. Okay, we don't want to go too far too fast because we may go through our cutting board. And be careful when you do this. Make sure it's lined up right, because if not, see what's happening? It's trying to split the board. So that can't be too straight if it's splitting that board, but that's okay because you're not going to be able to see it. That hole is not big enough. So I'm going to screw it through since I don't have a bit drive to use. Something else I use. Or take it to measure it and then take it to your local hardware store, and they will actually they should be able to drill the hole for you, really. Okay, here's my handle. I finally got it together. I was going to use the new screws that I have purchased, but come to find out the older ones are the better one because it has this bracket on here. I was going to use a bit drive to make my holes. I was unable to do that because I could not find my bit drive. So I used a 3-prong screwdriver and a pair of pliers because I couldn't find my hammer. But the idea is you want to actually make the hole, you want to line this bar up first against the grill to do the measurement. While it's placed on the grill on the other side, you're going to mark your holes. Bring it over to a flat surface, and you're going to take a bit drill or the same technique I use. Hold that there, and wherever that mark is, you want to tap it. You're going to do both sides. Then you're going to take your screw, and you're going to begin to screw it from this side first. And then you're going to come back on this side and you begin to screw it in. So this is what I came up with. Hope it's not too complicated. It's on my cast iron table, which I'm going to do that in another segment. But I need to go ahead and paint this right quick. I'm going to use my high gloss ultra cover 2 coverage in black. Make sure I don't spray my cutting board because I'm going to do that next. It's going to just take a minute to do all this. Let's spray the back side first. I'm going to lightly coat it. If you don't have on gloves, expect for your hands to look like this. I'm used to it. So if they look rough, that's why. Now on this side we need to spray this so it blends. You want to go evenly, because if you don't do it evenly, it's going to look like streaks of paint. I'm going to lift it up just a little bit to get underneath. Get the end tips. That's it. I'm going to let that dry for about 10-15 minutes and attach that to the grill. I'm going to have to actually take this to a hardware store and let them drill the holes in this, because this would take me forever if I did it myself. I may tackle it, take it, try it, but I really don't think so. I think I'm going to take it to a hardware store somewhere and let them make the necessary. I'm going to measure it and let them make the necessary holes to go on this. And then I think I'm going to prime it and maybe color it so it can blend with the grill, because I'm ready to get started cooking. I'm ready to eat out, so get some grill food going. So that should be about done. Now I'm going to do the small handle for the smoker of the grill. I bought another piece of wood, but I can't find it, so we're going to salvage what I actually had come off half. It came off of it. So I'm going to reposition these screws. Remember, this paint that I'm using, it has a primer in it, so that is great. I'm going to place this on our board to paint it, and I can put these screws up for something else. I'm going to reach over and get my paint. Spray paint it. I am so glad this was like this, because I thought I was going to have to go out and buy another piece of wood, and I did not want to do that. Now if I can locate my bottom screws, I can place this back on the grill. Bam! Alakazam! There you have it. It was more than this to it, but it broke up in pieces, so I salvaged what I could, and this is what became of it. Okay, we are just about finished revising or renewing this grill. I had to go back to the hardware store, the Home Depot, to pick up some brackets. I'm going to use the original brackets, but I think I'm going to attach the original brackets, which are these. I'm going to attach this to the lower part of the grill. So I took it, I could not get those bolts off, so I took it to Home Depot, and they was nice enough to saw off the bolts that came on here. So I bought some new bolts I'm going to put on here. It's going to go on the smoker, the smaller side of the grill. And I bought these larger brackets, which are going to hang a little bit lower, but that is great because I didn't think I want it right back at the top. So it gives me a lot more room, and these are more sturdier than the other ones. So let's go ahead and try to attach these to the front of the grill. Okay, I've attached one side of the bracket. I want to secure it to make sure it's going to hold. So you can either use a screwdriver and a pair of pliers. You want to take that screwdriver, insert it on the front end, take your pliers, and tighten that bolt from the back. You have to really make sure it's tightened because you don't want any mishap of it falling off. Now what I'm going to do at a later time is paint the bracket, but for right now I just want to attach it because I'm really anxious to start cooking. It's a beautiful day and it's hot enough to grill, so that's what we're going to do today. Okay, that's not going anywhere. That's secure. I have one other side to do. And these brackets, they were a little bit expensive. They were like, I think I paid $4 for some change, almost $5. So I'm going to take this side, and I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to position the bracket, insert the bolt, and put the back on here. This is still cheaper than actually going out to buy a whole new grill. Okay, once I've slide that on real good, I'm gonna go ahead and take my pliers, and I'm just using a butter knife, an old butter knife that I have, to secure the top part. Then I'm gonna come behind here with my pliers, and I'm gonna make sure I tighten that bolt really good. Okay, I think that's good. Here's my board that I picked up from Home Depot. That's gonna be perfect. Look at there. That's gonna be perfect. I think it's gonna be better at a lower angle because when I come out with my pots or my platters and I want to like sit it here, I can. I have enough room. It's not directly on the grill itself. So for right now, I think I am going to mark the board from underneath to see where my screw is going to go. And I am going to take it back to my local home improvement store, which is Home Depot, and have them drill the holes in for me to make it a little bit easier, because I do not have a hand bit drive or a drive to actually put this in, and it would take a long time trying to use a screwdriver. We're not going to do that. We're not going to add that on today. We'll do that at a later time, come back, let you see how it's going to look. But I wanted to show you the overall look of this grill once it's completed. Now, I had some brackets that came up here which were smaller. I'm going to take that smaller bracket and make me a little countertop over here to my left, which is for my smaller side grill or my my smoker. Can I move this over a little bit? Here's the original brackets that came. It didn't come from this side, but we're going to be creative and put a board on this side as well. I'm going to remove my ramp. I have to undo these actual inside screws. Take a knife, a butter knife, or a screwdriver, insert it in the groove. If you don't have the strength to really take it off, see, can you find someone to help you unloose your screws? There you go. It's been on here for a long time and don't want to give. Okay, I'm trying to give a little bit. There we go. Got a lot of strength in it. It's coming loose. I think I'm going to replace these bolts because they're kind of old. Now see, originally this grill didn't even come with a cutting board like this, or a placement board for your pots and your okay, so there you have it. I have renewed my grill for under, I want to say, let's say $30. I did everything for $30. I did something additional as well. I add the larger brackets, which I did not have the larger brackets. I paid $4 and some change for the two larger brackets, which give me a better fit. So when I get ready to sit my pots here, it won't be so close to the flames, which is excellent. I replaced the handle. Got this from the hardware store, Home Depot, and this is like a I guess you would say this is like a border for the inside of your house, but I turned it into a handle for my grill. I redid the charbroil symbol in a metallic rust-free type paint. I did the grill with the Superior charcoal grill paint, which is not going to rub off, or it's not going to be toxic where you cannot cook anything on it. You can cook your food on it, so it's safe to cook on it once you spray your grill down. If we open the inside, I redid the inside. We cleaned it up real good. We lined the inside of the grill. We put the trays inside the grill too. These are going to be your new best friend for the inside of your grill. It doesn't matter what size grill you have. Inside of here, I went ahead and a couple of days ago just put some charcoal inside of it to prepare myself. This is the kind of charcoal that you have to put lighter fluid on. Don't be intimidated when you buy charcoal, because it doesn't take much to put the lighter fluid on while you're actually cleaning your meat off. Come back, light it, and you're good to go. So you don't have to pay the extra dollars to buy bags of charcoal that already have the lighter fluid, and it's more expensive over a period of time. So I did it that way so I would be prepared. Now gonna sit in the bottom. And when you use these pans, you don't have to use as much charcoal to put inside to cook your meat. It will be just enough to cook whatever you're trying to cook. Today I anticipate on cooking 3 to 4 slabs of ribs, which this grill will accommodate 2 slabs of rib at a time. And on my smaller end, on my smoker, I redid it too. I kind of recycled the handle. It wasn't too bad, and I couldn't find the piece of wood that I purchased to do a new handle. So I recycled this handle and painted black. Took pieces of it because it was bigger than this, but I found enough to redo the handle on this. I even went as far as to make me a little cutting board table on this side, or a table. So once I bring my food out of the smoker, so on days that I'm just using my smoker to cook like hot wings or corn on the cob, something of that nature, without using my bigger grill, this is the better route to go. Let's see, can I get this here? Perfect. I'm going to take a look in on this side. Okay, we're going to take a look on the inside of this smaller smoker. This can be used as a smoker, and also you can grill. So meaning that if you wanted to use it just as a smoker for whatever meat is going to be in your larger side of your grill, you would take your charcoal and put it on this side, add some chips of wood of some sort, and just let the smoke come to the extend over to the other side to cook your meat. Instead of putting charcoal on the main grill, you can put it on this side with some mesquite wood of some sort, mix it together, keep that close, and let that smoke go over and cook your meat. It's going to take longer, but I tell you, if you use the techniques in which I am showing you, you're going to love seeing your meat just fall off the bone. It's like a slow cooker, but it's a grill at the same time. I don't never use a whole lot of charcoal because it cooks the meat too fast, make it hard, and sometimes you tend to have it too crispy or it burns. We don't want to do that. These trays are going to contain that heat where it's even, where you're not going to have so many flare-ups. So that's a good thing too about using the pan, the 10-4 pans, to line the inside of your grill. I don't care what size grill you have. If you have a round grill, go to your dollar store, pick up the round aluminum pans. If you have a square grill, you want to get a large size square pan to line the bottom of your grill, and do your thing. Whatever you want to cook outside, do it. So that is the final tutorial of renewing your grill. At a later time, I'm going to go ahead and paint my platform boards, which I attached to my grill, but today I don't think I really want to go that far or that intense to do that today, because I'm really ready to start cooking. So as you can see, I have renewed my grill, which is a $300 grill, for $30. I spent approximately $30 to renew this grill. Take the time to do the same thing. Don't be so eager to go out and buy a new grill, because you can do this. If I can do this, I think anybody can.